Hello everyone, we are here on Why Wednesday. This is a series where we talk about the videos that we have seen on Theatre Tuesday, and we are going to talk about the psychological aspects behind it. So, you all would have watched parent and a child conflict. What do you think? Why that happens? There's a proper cycle that goes in that, where the parent is actually worried about you and that's why they end up criticizing you, right? And a child feels attacked at that point of time. Child is not able to understand that it is coming out of worrying and a genuine care. And then child defends and is trying to get away from that. And again, parents feel ignored. There's a power dynamics coming in that how a child cannot listen to me. And again, parent criticizes more and the cycle goes on. This is not the right way, or this is not how we are going to come out of this entire loop. The way here is to actually approach the situation in a very different way. How are you going to do that? We all need to change our way of talking to our children. It is very essential in terms of the words, the phrases that we are using. So if I have to give few steps to change that, the first one is don't assume, just build curiosity. So replace assumption with curiosity rather than directly coming to conclusion. For example, you saw how mother came at home, and as soon as he saw the child, she just assumed that the child was just wasting their time. Whereas it would have been replaced to curiosity, asking that, hey, what are you doing? Like, I saw you from morning, you were using phone. What is that thing that you're actually hooked on and you're going to continuously watching, right? And in the second time, when she was talking about the character and not the behavior, right? For example, you have become very disrespectful and you are lazy. You can actually address that issue saying that, showing a genuine concern that what are the concerns. For example, they have been delaying certain works. They are not able to do their homework that was given to them. Replacing your words, replacing the formation of sentences, and you will see a gradual change. Then again, a very simple thing that you all need to do is you have to just label the emotion that the child is feeling. Once you do that, you are going to see that there's a clarity in the child's mind that, okay, I'm feeling this emotion. For example, if I'm just throwing tantrums and not paying attention, you saying that, I can see that you look worried and you are disliking the things that have been happening. Validate their feelings before correcting it. Give them space to express and listen if they're feeling that there have been something that have made them feel a certain emotion. And there was this one thing that I came across. It said that the question was, what's the best advice that you have heard? And it said, the advice was that I would love to teach my child that you're allowed to feel every single emotion. But what you're not allowed is to act on it. So all feelings are valid, but not all actions. So be mindful of the actions that you are going to do. Take a pause if the emotion rises. You think that the conflict is going, haywire, it is becoming chaotic. Take a pause, leave the room, take some time. And understand you have to listen to understand, to know them, not to win them. This is not you versus them, but us versus your problem, right? So try these out and let us know if this worked out for you. Thank you so much.